I miss the days horror movies used to have an October release. Nowadays, it seems like studios dump the genre into January and February. In the beginning, we learned that the villain is the type of cold-blooded killer that doesn't give like any kind of damns whatsoever. The type of guy that could kill humans, kids, and the main murderer even Michael vicks a dog to death. So yeah. Then we jump to present day. Pretty simple plot really. Find the girl, kill anybody that gets in the way of you and the girl. In order to complete his mission, first the predator hijacks somebody's dress code to avoid standing out. Then, in need of wills and fully aware that he's going to tally up a couple of dead bodies on this road trip, he steals a station wagon seeing how you could pack 4 in the back, 5 if the window's cracked. Lastly, he visits the local mom and pop store for some weapons. So clothes check, car check, weapons check. Now it's time to check out the suburb neighborhood where the girl lives so he could stalk her and stuff. Him against her isn't really Webster's definition of a fair fight. Fortunately for the female lead, this other guy's after the killer, and although he doesn't look like much of a fighter, judging by the bulge on the right side of his trench coat, I don't think he traveled all this way to Slapbox. So dude starts doing some digging and puts pieces together on where he thinks the murderer will go next and stuff like that. Okay, so now back to the chick. While all this is going on, her Jerry curl brown haired best friend is having a heart to heart with her. Secondary girl tells primary girl she needs to live a little. This part is somewhat ironic that she out of all people would tell someone how to live when it's obvious all she knows how to do in this movie is die. The main chick is already low-key scared, and matters are made worse when she gets obscene phone calls. Now I will add that the crank caller is a friend of hers, but the part that sucks when you play on somebody's phone, you boy who cried wolf them, and it could backfire later on when it's a real emergency. Funny, sure, but it borders on negligence when there's an actual killer on the loose. But whatever, speaking of anytime minutes, 2 of the girl's friends are in the middle of intercoursing and start ignoring potential life-saving phone calls, and I really hope it was worth it because as soon as they're done, one of them goes to the kitchen for a snack and Diz eyes, and the significant other that's chilling in the bedroom Diz eyes too. The real eerie part is how after the murderer guy is done doing his business or whatever, the girl calls the house and he just stands there listening to the voice of his next victim, and it's like real creepy. Why don't you download an MP3 file? It'll last longer, you perv. So now the killer dude and the main chick girl lock eyes and she's all like, do you have an eye problem? Then he's like, funny story, I sort of do have an eye problem. But before he could finish the story, the girl runs and he chases after her. Now the killer is very, very, very slow, but you never notice because the girl's legs stop working because. So the chase scene balances out. Scene skip to the part after they think they've killed the villain, but they're not entirely sure. See, good guys in retro movies were literally good. How good were they? So good, they display their manners as they leave behind a weapon for the bad guy just in case he decides to wake up. Now we all see what this monster's capable of. So tell me why the trenchcoat dude tries to warn the cops and they treat him like he's crazy. Anyways, killer finds out where the girl is and cuts the power. Scared to death, she uses her superhuman hide and seek abilities. This leads to a here's Johnny moment and it looks like she might die, but she totally doesn't. He looks like he's dead, but he's not though. And that's why you never regular estimate your opponent. Those are 24 reasons these movies are the same. You agree? Yes, no, maybe so. If not, politely share your thoughts in the comment section below and click the subscribe button for more 24 reason videos.
Best elevator music I've ever heard.